15th of February, Rabbi Furst, Berura.
Here. Okay. Good morning again. This is Rabbi Shlomo Furst. You see with Salanavshi, our second chair, leading Mishna Hilchos Purim right now, and we are in Siman Taf Reish Pei Tet Sif Gimel. Sif Gimel. Yeah. Mayor, would you like to read?
Okay, Gimel. Okay, so let's see. Androgynos, motzi mino, lo sheno mino. Tumtum, umishe chetzio eved, afilu mino, eno motzi. Okay, so what's that? An androgynous?
Okay, androgynous is a person that has both the genitals of a man and a woman.
Huh. Wow. Okay. Let's see. So motzi mino.
So he can read the Megillah for a person who's like him as well, right?
Oh, okay. I see now. Motzi someone like him. Oh, okay. Okay. The lo no mino, but not I guess what, like
Someone who's
regular
not,
people?
you mean like a male or a female, a straight male or female.
Okay. Let's see. So what's a tumtum?
So tumtum is a person who has the genitals covered up. They're not visible what they are.
Oh, so I'm not sure. Oh, okay.
Right.
Okay, so he okay, so hold it. Umishach Hetzio Eved, and he and what's that? Even a slave?
Half a slave, half slave.
Oh,
Meaning
half
he
slave.
usually a person became a half slave by having been bought by partners, and one partner freed him, one partner did not.
Oh, okay. So they can't moti someone by reading the Megillah.
Right.
Even themselves, they can't motzi.
It seems to me,
I feel
no,
mean.
they could possibly be motzi themselves, but they can't motzi somebody who's like them as well.
Somebody's like them. Right.
So really, then anyone who reads the Megillah should fulfill the obligation, no matter who they are, I guess. Would that be the case?
Yeah, meaning the one who's reading the Megillah, they should, in these cases, they should be fulfilling it for themselves, and it's a question whether they can be motzi other people.
Right. Okay. Okay, so now what we have the Agah.
Right.
So Yesh Omrim Afilu et Atzmo Eino Motzi. Oh, he's saying that there are some that say that even if they read for themselves, they don't fulfill the commandment.
There are those opinions, right? It's even for themselves they can't fulfill it.
It's arich lishmoa me'acharim, and he's required to hear it from another person. I guess the one who is permitted to read the
Right. Someone who's
Megillah for others. Wow, interesting. Right. Okay, so let's see where Gimel starts down below.
Oh, so this what we just read, the Ramah, that applies to both?
I think it's just applying to the Tumtum and the Chetzi Evid. We'll have to see. We'll have to see if it applies to the androgynous. We'll see in the Mishnah Berura if that applies to androgynous. Yeah, the Mishnah Berura is going to say this is only referring to the Chetzi Evid.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it says androgynos. Yesh lo zachrut v'nachvut. Oh, so that's the type of person it is. It's both male and female, the androgynos.
Yes, he has both.
Zachrut v'nachvut.
Right. He has Zachrus, he has male and female organs.
Okay. Yud motzi mino. He fulfills it from his kind, I guess. The im zezachar, gam zezachar. Okay. The im ze nikeva, gam ze nikeva.
Right. So since again, it's not clear exactly what sex this person is. So either way, if you say he's a male, so the other person who's like him is a male as well. If he's a female, so she's a female, and the other person who's like her is also a female.
Excuse me. Okay. Ve'im nisbor shehu bria bifnei atzmo.
Could be is not female nor male. It's really a third species.
Oh, gam hasheni bria bifnei atzmo hu.
So what, somebody who is in a similar categorization?
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, okay.
So in other words, if he's an androgynous and it's not, we can't identify that he's predominantly one or the other, that makes him a third category.
Well, it could in halacha there is no way to determine exactly what it is, because it has both organs. So therefore, there's a choice. This could either be considered to be male, or it could be female, or it could be both, which would be a whole different a mixed breed, which would be something entirely different than both. Right? But there would be there's really no way to determine predominantly what they are.
Huh.
Well, what does it mean when it says motzi mino the zachar? We're talking about an androgynous who is a zachar?
No, if you look at the androgynous as being a male, so the other one's a male too. If you look at it being a female, the other one's a female as well.
So what does it mean that you look at him as being a male?
Well, again, what are we supposed to say? What are we supposed to say? Is this person a male or a female? So if we determine it, it's not that we determine biologically what they are, but if in halacha, if they're considered a male, right? Meaning, again, does this person have to put on tefillin? Women don't put on tefillin, right?
Right.
Right. So what's the halacha of an androgynous wearing tefillin? Right. So 1 second. Let me get the Mishna Berura on that. 1 second.
Wow.
Hmm. 1 second. Um, uh, okay. Um, 1 second. Um, okay. I'll tell you, it might be worth, you have a chelik aleph in the Mr. Brewer?
Dalit?
Aleph, first
Oh,
dog
Aleph.
in the Mishnah.
Yeah, I have Aleph.
Okay. In, if you look there in Lamed Ches, Sif Gimel,
That. Gimel. Okay.
okay, Lamed Ches Sif Gimel. Listen, I need to make a few minutes break. Take a look at it yourselves between the two. You see Lamed Ches Sif Gimel and the Mishnah Brewer there?
Yes.
Okay, I'll be right back. Excuse me for a minute.
Okay. Okay, fine. That's interesting. Under Nashim, it says Tum and Adraganos Chayavim b'tefillin. They're required to put tefillin on. Misapek mitzvot. That they're doubtful of all the mitzvot. Misapek, no, misapek. Maybe so they remember. Misapek. Okay, so hold it. Let's see. Nashim, Tum.
Where are you reading there?
Down below in the Mishna Berura, towards the end of the page, it's a big gimel, and then it has a yud in parentheses. It says Nashim, woman.
Right, okay, I see it. Thank you.
Okay, so it says V'tim tatim ve'agranos chayavim b'tefillin.
I see it.
Misapek. I'm just misapek. Even if it's doubtful of all the mitzvot, of doing all the mitzvot, I guess.
Well, it's kecho, like all the mitzvos.
Oh, like all.
Misafek, it's doubtful like all the mitzvot.
So I don't understand that they're obligated to put tefillin on, even though they're doubtful of all the other mitzvot doing them.
No, I think it's saying the obligation of tefillin is in doubt, like all the other mitzvahs.
Oh, misape. Oh, okay, like all the other mitzvot. I got it. Okay. I wonder if that situation can occur today.
Oh, yeah,
'Cause-
it does. There are cases, they call them hermaphrodites.
Wow. I would have thought medicine could help correct the situation, but maybe not.
Well, it's a birth defect. It happens in the womb.
Okay.
I don't know if with the tests that they can do now, maybe they can determine that that's the situation and do some therapy in the womb. I don't know. I've never heard of that one way or the other.
Yeah. So,
I know there are some things that they now have the ability to intervene in the womb, but I don't know what they are.
yes. Okay. Yeah. So what's it say? Okay. Nashim,
We're
okay.
looking at Gimel.
Yeah, there's a big gimel at the bottom in the Mishna Berura. So that's defining
So the Mishnah Berura, I'm sorry, the Mechaber says Nashim ve Avadim Patarim Mitfilin. Women and slaves
are exempt from tefillin.
right.
Hmm.
Because it's a time-bound commandment.
Right.
So he's commenting on that. Nashim and he's saying it extends to Tumtumim and Androgynos. But they're in doubt. I don't know what that has to do with Nashim. What is the
Well, so if these two categories if they see themselves as women, I guess then they don't have to they're not obligated for, as you said, the tefillin and similar mitzvot.
well,
But I wonder,
the Ramah says Ve'im Hanashim Rotzin Lehachmir Al Atzman Mochim Biadan. So if a woman wants to be strict on herself, mochin. What's mochin?
oh, that's like mochel, I think. What's
so she's permitted.
permitted?
So if she wants to, she can wear tefillin. That must be the source for Rashi's daughters. Okay, but that's not relevant. I thought that was relevant to what we're reading, but it's not.
Yeah, it's an interesting concept, but I suspect they would have to do it
No, mochin means you protest against them. You stop them from doing it.
Oh,
Oh,
you do stop them.
Protest.
You protest.
Protest
You-
the done front
You
in their hands.
prevent them. You prevent them from doing it.
So what happened with Rashi's daughters?
If you introduce me to someone who has a father like Rashi, I'll explain it to you.
As a what like Rashi?
His father like Rashi.
A father like Rashi.
Yeah.
Well, here's Mayor. He's a father. You have any sisters, Mayor?
I actually have two sisters, yeah.
Do they wear tefillin?
No,
They shouldn't. Don't worry.
actually, they didn't take the exact route that I took in terms of observance, so.
Yeah. So okay. So let's see. What did we learn about the androg? Let's just review. I'm sorry to take your time away from you. Sorry. So again, Gimel, it says Nashim vavadim paturim tefillin. Women and slaves are exempt from tefillin. Because it's a mitzvah saseh bizman grama. And the Ramah says if they want to be machmir, then you should mochin biyadam. You should test against them, right? Prevent them from doing that. All right. So, like I say, if anyone has a father like Rashi these days, they can ask a question. Maybe they have and I'm sure if they have a father like Rashi these days, you probably tell them not to do it. Yeah. Okay, so this look at the Mishnah Berura. You saw here the Mishnah Berura is Sifkat and Yud. You have Nashi now. Tumtum and androgynous. A tumtum and androgynous. They are chayiv in tefillin. The suffix kikola mitzvahs because it's a suffix like with any other mitzvah. Since they don't know exactly what they are, right? So they have a suffix as to whether or not they have to put tefillin on yes or no, and therefore, if you have a suffix about a mitzvah. So because it's a suffix to do it or suffix not to do it, so you're obligated because of the doubt that you have to go ahead and do the mitzvah. Again, whether to make a bracha on the tefillin that they would wear or not, probably not make a bracha, because it's a suffix, whether they make the suffix bracha as lahakel. But in the actual mitzvah themselves, they have to fulfill the mitzvah.
Because
so
it's derisa?
Excuse me?
Is that because it's derisa?
Even the rabbanon, if they have we're learning here, we're learning in Hilchos Megillah, right? Megillah is the rabbanon, right? And right. you see that the halacha by us is that the tumtum androgynous, they can be motzi someone who's like them, right? Which means they have to be obligated to some extent because you can't be motzi somebody unless you're obligated in the midst of yourself.
But if their obligation is rabbinic, don't we have a principle, a suffix derabanan lakula?
That's right, but that's if you are not positively obligated in it. I mean, it's a suffix whether you've done the mitzvah already. Meaning, if you've done the mitzvah already, right? So it's a question whether you have to repeat it because you don't know if you've done the mitzvah. But here, they know they haven't. They know they haven't done the mitzvah, right? It's a question of them going ahead and fulfilling a mitzvah that they know they may have to do it. They may know not have to do it, but they know they haven't done it.
I see. That's
a different suffix is whether you're in doubt whether you've done the mitzvah or not. So if you're in doubt whether you did the mitzvah or not, so you can be mekel. But if you know you have definitely not done the mitzvah, then you have a chiyuv the rabbanan to do it. So you really do have to do that mitzvah.
Right.
Okay. So here by getting back to the Megillah, there's a difference we see by the tefillin, both the androgynous and the tumtum, they have to do the mitzvah of tefillin. Now, when it comes to Megillah, they both have to do the mitzvah of Kriyas Megillah, right? They have to do the mitzvah of Kriyas Megillah. However, the only difference between the two is whether they can be motzi somebody or not, right? So there's a difference. By the androgynous, an androgynous can motzi somebody else in Kriyas Megillah, but by a tumtum, right, they can't be motzi somebody. And there are some that say, well, that turn to the Evid, that's an Evid, but the tumtum could be that the tumtum could be motzi himself.
Okay, so let's see, Yud Aleph.
Yeah, that'll bring us back to Yud Aleph in the Hilchos Purim.
Okay, so below She'eino Mino, but not for other kinds, I guess. The Shema Va Vasheni Hu Zachar. Okay, so it says that perhaps this one is female, but the other one is male.
Right, since a tumtum is different than an androgynous. Androgynous, we know clearly that they're both genitals. But here by the tumtum, we don't know what's there. We it could be the ones that completely opposite the other, because they're both cases they covered up.
Okay, vafilu leman de amar de nashim motziot anashim ze gara to pay.
Right, and even according to the man de Omer, the one the opinion is that the women can be yotzi others. This is a situation which is worse than because a regular woman, right? You know that she's definitely the woman. Here, you don't know if it's a woman or not.
Right.
What's tafeh?
More gareya tway. It's worse. It's much worse.
Okay.
Tafeh means more or much. Much
Okay.
worse.
Deva'inan shehamotzi et acherim yeh nikar imhu ish o isha.
Right, because why is it worse here? Because in terms of being motzi others, it has to be visible, recognizable, whether it's a male or a female.
Oh, okay.
What is this word diva'inan?
The Indian in terms of the topic or the subject matter.
Okay, so then let's see, you'd bet tumtum l'chulei v'afilu mino eino motzi. Okay, so the tumtum can't motzi anyone else, I guess.
Right.
Okay, the Shema ze zachar v'ze nekeva ma she'en kein adriginos kulan shavim b'minan.
Since the tumtum, it might be turned out that they're opposites. This one it might be a male, and the other one might be a female. Mashain came be androgynous, that the androgynous kulan shavim b'minyan. They're all in the same. They're all considered to be of the same sex. I mean, they're male female. They're all considered to be male female.
Okay.
A tumtum in general, it's going to be either a male or a female. It won't be both.
Okay, וכן מי שחציו עבד, לא עתי צד עבדות דידי ומפיק לאחר שיש בו צד החירות.
That lo asi avdus today, because now a case of the Evid became Misha Chetzi Evid. Lo asi tzad avdus today, v'apuk achar sheish lo tzad cherus. Meaning since you have, let's say you have two half slaves, right? So that the part that's free can't be motzi the other person who is half slave, and the half slave can't be motzi the part which is half free. So they just don't match up.
What is the word ase?
It will literally it'll come. They'll come, and that aspect of slave will come and exempt the aspect that's free.
Okay, and Yud Gimel, and we can finish this. Yeshomrim da'afilu et atzmo. Okay, that he can't even read for himself, but we learned above that he has to hear from someone else.
Right.
Okay. Zeloka'e atumtum rak achetzio evet v'chetzio ben chorin umishum delo ate tzad avdut didei umapik tzad cherut didei v'chol zeh davka ladea hasoveret Dinashim ein motziin ha'anashim be'eved domet leisha. Oh, that's the bottom line, I guess, huh?
Right. That it's only referring to the Chetzi, Chetzi ben Chom, not referring to the Tumtum. You can't have as you said previously, can't have the tzad, the aspect of the one half, which is still a slave, come and exempt the one that's half of him, which is still which is free.
Mm-hmm.
What is this sovereign?
So that they're of the opinion. This is all according to the opinion that is holding. That's the opinion that has the opinion that women ain motzin anashim, that women do not exempt men. Eved doima leisha, and Eved is doima to an isha.
Doma means similar.
Similar, right? Exactly. Okay, very good. Fine. So let's do Dalid. One saying Dalid. Oh, we have time. Let's just do Dalid. We have. It's not so long. We can do Dalid in the meantime.
Dalid. It says makom she'en minyan.
Let's see.
Oh, that's hey. I'm sorry. Oh, okay. Hashomea Megillah mimei shehu mudar anaa mimenu yatsa.
Okay, a person who uses a Megillah from someone who's been has been taken a neder of getting benefit from him, he would be Yotzi.
Mudar is a netter?
A neder, right, a vow. He's taking a vow not to get any benefit from this person.
Oh, not to get.
Yeah.
But if he hears him read it, he does get the
He will be Yotzi. We'll see the Mishna. We'll explain the Mishna Berura why.
Wow. Very good. Okay. Hey, Latzmo, the Ein Hayachid Motzei Chaveiro.
You
I'm sorry, Dalit. I'm sorry. Yatsa. The mitzvot lav lehanot nitno, below mikre hana'a v'ayin el simin taf kuf peitet saif zayin deshayak le'inyanenu.
Right, since mitzvahs aren't given for our benefit, meaning our physical benefit, therefore the neder is not relevant to the mitzvahs. Therefore, you can be someone who is forbidden to get a benefit from another person. Spiritual benefit is not included in their vow. Okay, very good.
Wow,
Okay.
that's amazing.
Yep, that's a very big split. Yeah, very big
Don't we have
split.
a principle that if you want to borrow a Kodesh Sefer from somebody and they're not present, you're allowed to, because you're benefiting them by borrowing it from them?
Well, that's because you're getting that's a physical object, right? That you, even though it's a mitzvah object, right? But you want to borrow a Sefer Torah or a shofar, so you're borrowing the physical object. So that could be different. That you have to, if you remind me tomorrow, we can look at the laws of shofar, and you'll see a person who takes a neder of hana from a person or from a shofar. The two halakhas are different. If I'm not mistaken, you can hear a shofar being blown from somebody if you took a neder hana from the person. But if you took a neder hana from a shofar, I don't think you can, or minimally, you'll be able to listen to only in a minimal amount of tekiyas. If you remind me tomorrow, we can look that up, and I'll show you that tomorrow. But just remind me to look with the halakha shofar for that.
Okay, I'll make a note.
Great, very good. Thank you, Lou. Thank you, Mayor. Very good reading.
Okay,
Thank you.
have a good day.
Mitzvah Shem, we'll see you all tomorrow, Mitzvah Shem. Have a good afternoon.
Okay, be well.
Thank you. Be well. Shalom. Bye.
Okay. I'll be a few minutes and then I'll be at Rabbi Levitt. Okay.
All right, see you there.
Okay, bye now.